Last episode of Lucky Star really got me anticipating this one, especially with the promised concert from our beloved host of Lucky Corner. But we really don't want to divert too much away from what makes Lucky Star what it is. Our group of slightly dysfunctional friends and their struggle through life and school. But to see any of it, we need to begin. So grab a drink and let's get started. Okay, so is this the new speech we get at the beginning of the episode instead of the usual one where we were so used to? Things are changing so much. And not at least bit because of the wonderful live action singing at the end. And I think I've been informed that that's not going away anytime soon. So at least we all have have some stability in our Lucky Star in that form. And I think it's pretty much all of them now has at least had a mention. And, like, I don't know if they've had names. That's a good face to start off with. Guess I remember those phones being a novelty. Also a good background. She has it down to a T on that, doesn't she? Now she just has to have someone to actually ring her. Do we not get any of the backstory of the conversation there which led up to her being an orc? I mean, the person on the phone wasn't part of the conversation, so why should they be left with the brunt of it? So, some people are slightly better at handling their emotions. So it all stemmed from just getting praise. Do some of them actually take after their parents? How much of it is genetics and not just environment? Blech. At least she's open about her needs and wants. And you knew exactly how not to be like. If you don't act fast, you're not getting the ingredients you want. All of the meat is gone. They weren't fast enough. Now, all of it is gone. She's a growing girl, she needs her food. At least someone noticed. I don't think we had many kind of sharing plates for meals growing up. Mainly because it would descend into an all-out fight. Obviously not thinking enough. I mean, she's been set up as that kind of whimsical, clumsy character. What could you get wrong with? Is it now free? Yeah, I have done this a few times, and how much is going to be left after you've eaten that much? It's going to be completely reduced. Oh no. That poor microwave. I mean, after it happens 3 times, you'd set an alarm or something, wouldn't you? Plus, it's only like a minute. So she would continue to read in low light. Yeah. I think my eyes have been strained to the point where it's pretty bad. I was about to say, can she have the same stories that don't have that kind of questionable actions? And we all are. I mean, are the games the issue? I actually do keep forgetting that she has a part-time job. It's not really mentioned all too often, except for when it is, and then it kind of doesn't sound like it's hard work. Class started and yet nothing was mentioned before. Oh, damn it. We saw what happened when they went... Bell Computers. But we saw what happened when they went to the convention. Are they going to find the right thing? They're going to get lost? Be harassed? Okay, that's enough now. Start charging for it. What a troublesome encounter. I mean, that makes it so much easier now when we can just look up everything online, or I actually found it kind of easily. Completely yep, pixelated out, so not breaching any copyright standards. I wonder if anyone could guess what it was meant to be, though. What was that about? Usually you don't just see like little bits of other characters like that unless they're part of a story. But then again, Lucky Star does actually feel like it's a, well, apart from all the voices sharing the same VA. How long was she waiting at the door? Okay. Really, only 800 yen for an hour. I mean, I've been to, like, what was it, gaming cafes? I don't know. They used to exist. It was a lot more expensive just to sit and play games for half hour. Let alone actually getting food and drink. Getting really into character. And some of them like it. I mean, can you really tell her not to get in character? No wonder she has kept this job for a while. Seems a perfect calling for her. Stage. Stage. I only just saw her face. I might join them if I knew what was going on. So much effort and heart being put into that for a small crowd. Modest sized ponytail version. Okay. And how much are you selling that for? You know, as opposed to iced tea or anything. Understand. I think they'd have to tell you for like allergy reasons now. Then again, you probably wouldn't choose it. She is due for a growth spurt. One person giving them hope for the future. What was that? You know, possibly trying to raise their hopes. Depends on the circumstances. I mean, okay, golden weeks. Golden Week. The fact that she's saying, use your vacation wisely, we pretty much will be getting that kind of, damn, what have we done for all of the days? I mean, the staff of this store work together so well that they can communicate like this. She is too powerful for them, though. Doesn't fall for the usual tricks. Coming on a bit strong there. You almost had it. Almost. The universe wouldn't allow it, though. Fair enough. Some of them relatively good at cooking. We've been told this. They're back. I kind of expected them just to be like a one-off showing this, the other students, not just actually showing the other side of the classes. We're not really given a lot of time to get to know any of these characters before being thrown in, but it's doing a good job. It's... Yep. Too far in the future. There's a lot to think about. It's got to power the brain by sweets. Now, what could be wrong indeed? It's basically just, no matter who you're talking to, you're having similar conversations. That's a lot of noise. And they're the ones talking about it, and then who's gotten a few years on them. Is that a good... Come home to roost? Oh, okay. I feel like it's not going to be much help here. Exactly. Perfect translation. What kind of sentences are they being told to translate? Can she have the work back? Well, faster, more accurate, less chance of having to completely redo it. That's a great poster. Oh, I can hear the annoyance. Oh. Can't pass up on the opportunity, even if it is a concert of one in a karaoke booth. how high her career has flown. Still pretty good singing. Not going to pass off the opportunity here, even if he has to. How much did the producers splash out for this, though, even if they didn't have a proper budget? Good thing it was in a slight lull in the song. Got to get some refreshments in before your next set. What was that drink? I'm surprised that she's not kicking off with him talking while she's expressing herself like this in her big moment. Okay, so like director and whatnot, I sat back there off camera. Still not really been in the actual episode herself, so what kind of filter have they put? Oh, it's just a slight blur on the camera lens. Huh. So it's not just him who does the singing at the end. And I guess this does reach a few more. How much do you think that she needed to be convinced to do this and not just leapt at the chance? Interesting vocals. I can imagine the little angry idol singing all of this. Do we need to finish on the bird? Still, I think it's slightly better than being at a beach far off in the background. Sound of the wind across the microphone. This episode was interesting. I wonder how she's going to be acting in the next Lucky Corner, though. You know, I've definitely thought about what it would be like if I was an only child, if I wasn't the eldest of my brothers, and how my life would be different. But honestly, I don't really think it would be all that much different. Slightly less arguments and fights, maybe, and, well, I wouldn't have as many games to play because there'd be no one else to steal from. Do you think if I kick up enough fuss, cry at the right people, I can get my own concert held at a proper venue, one that delivers drinks straight to your room? But it is really amusing how they, placated us. Okay, you'll be the star, you'll have this grand event that you've always wanted. But it's also the quickest and cheapest thing we could find at the last minute. That's all you're worth. Also, when we were in the cafe, I would have liked it if she didn't break character at all. Although I guess that would weird them out slightly more than need be. So yeah, I wish she didn't break character at all. I also feel like if she got a job at a normal restaurant, she'd still dress up like that. You know, work uniform, cosplay, is there really that much difference? But one thing that was mentioned in this episode, and hopefully I've got a good handle on it myself, is not bringing my current emotions into new conversations, especially over the phone. I'd like to believe that I can put on a telephone manner that is calm and polite while I am gently seething. What did you say to me? Yes, Mrs. Huddlestone. Very nice to speak to you. But you know, anyone that has held a job has had to pretty much do the same thing. Put on a smile, and despite actively hating a lot of it. But luckily here, we just get to watch more anime, and if that includes Lucky Star, it's not much to complain about. So if you've enjoyed, best let me know down below. If you leave me a like and a comment, it may just continue. But of course, if you want to help see the channel grow even further, consider subscribing. You get to see more anime when it's uploaded, and we get to see more people being dragged down to our level. Oh, how far I've come in only a few years. But with that, get yourself some rest. Maybe a tea. See you in the next one. You know, I think getting dressed up and working in a cosplay cafe wouldn't actually be that bad. But unfortunately, because several things on my channel I've already gone to quite extreme lengths, it probably wouldn't be much for you to imagine what it would be like. But if you would like to fund my dream, consider joining onto my Patreon. And there, alongside Electricand, Arthur, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Shiwan, Mecha, Matt, Stinsfire, Girly, Saltytron, Cardboard, Dark Show, 7899, Quarryville, and everyone else, I will have to first provide some watchable anime. Then we can decide which dress to wear.